Hey, it's Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training, and today we're talking about being nervous at the plate. Now, having a little bit of nerves when you're playing is actually a good thing. It means that you care about the end result, and it means you want to perform well to help your team win. So having a little bit of nerves, having some butterflies, some pregame jitters, that's perfectly normal. But today we're talking about when those nerves are a little bit out of control. I'm going to share with you 5 ways to calm your nerves at the plate. Without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, so the very first way to keep calm at the plate is to slow down your breathing. And I know that you understand the importance of breathing, right? Everyone tells you whenever you're in a pressure-packed situation, whether you're taking a test in school, whether your coach is telling you this before a championship game, everyone tells you, hey, don't forget to breathe. And they tell you, deep inhales and deep exhales. And while that's great advice and that's really, really important, something that sometimes gets lost is the importance of slowing down your breathing, because it's easy in a pressure-packed situation. We start to have that shallow breathing instead of those nice deep breaths. So that's one thing that's working against us, but we also start to pick up the pace of our breathing as well, and that's a great way to make yourself more nervous. So we want the opposite of that. We want to be calm, cool, and collected at the plate. The best way to do that, not only do deep breaths, deep breathing, but also slow down your breathing. It'll really help. Something else I want you to try is this, all right? I want you to imagine the worst possible scenario. And you're probably thinking, aren't I supposed to be thinking good thoughts and thinking about positive things when I'm at the plate? And yes, absolutely you should. And another thing I love to do is visualize previous successes and try to bring those memories back to the present moment. That'll help you boost your confidence. But what I'm talking about here specifically is, let's say you're in the hole or you're in the on-deck circle and you have like uncontrollable nervousness, uncontrollable jitters, and you feel like it's going to negatively impact your performance. In that situation, what I want you to do is I want you to imagine what's the worst that can happen. This is really going to put some perspective into your game, and it's going to help you not fear failure as much, because the worst that can happen, all right, I walk up to the plate and maybe the worst that can happen is I take 3 strikes, I don't even pick up the bat off my shoulder, right? I don't even swing and I strike out. That's the worst case scenario, right? I mean, for most hitters, right, that could be the absolute worst thing that could happen. Or, bases loaded and you pop up to the pitch or something like that. Yeah, that's a pretty terrible situation. But, is that really going to affect the grand scheme in your life? Having failure in this one at bat, does that mean you're not going to have a roof over your head after the game? Are you not going to have a warm meal after the game? Does that completely ruin all of your college scholarship opportunities and your chance to play at the next level? Are the people closest to you in your life, are they not going to love you anymore because you failed at the plate this one at bat? No, of course not, right? It's silly to think that. And then when you think about the worst possible situation, you kind of put things into perspective and think, yeah, I want to have a great at bat here. I want to help my team win. I want to hit a ball hard somewhere. I want to have success at the plate. But if I don't, this is a great way to calm your nerves down, because if I don't, life will continue to go on. There's plenty of worse things that could happen to me than failing this at bat. Does that make sense? So just whenever you have uncontrollable nerves, think about the worst possible situation, and that'll really help you put things in perspective. My third tip for staying calm at the plate is stick to your routines. All right, baseball is such a game of routine, and you should have routines for everything. You should have a pregame routine. You should do the exact same routine in the on-deck circle. You should walk to the plate the same way. You should step in the batter's box the same way. You should have the same routine in between pitches. Let's say you struck out or hit a ground out or, pop out, whatever, and you go back to the dugout after a failure. Your routine should be the same after a failure every single time. So you're doing this all year long. You're in a routine with everything. And then all of a sudden it's a championship game or a pressure-packed situation, right? At the end of the year, and all of a sudden your routines should be almost like something that catches you, right? A safety net that catches you. It's something to fall back on, because it should give you comfort knowing, hey, this is just another at bat. I've done this, a million times this year. I'm walking to the plate the same as I always have. I'm doing the exact same routine in between pitches, right? It's the same thing. So just having that peace of mind, knowing that, I have a routine and I've done this before, I think that's a great way to keep yourself calm at the plate. So don't change it whenever you're nervous or whatever. Keep the same routine. This is just another at bat. You've been here before and you've hit balls hard before and you've had success at the plate before. So now it's time to just do the exact same thing. So stick to your routines. It'll help you stay calm. Moving on to the next tip, focus on the process, not the outcome. In pressure-packed situations, it's so easy to get lost in the outcome. In other words, the end result. So you're walking up to the plate and you're thinking, man, a grand slam sure would be nice right here, or hitting a home run, or hitting a double in the gap. You start thinking about the outcomes. And in reality, a lot of the times in baseball, we can't control the outcomes. We can only control the process. And so if you want to be nervous at the plate, think about, oh, I need to hit a home run here. That's a great way to make yourself nervous. But if you want to stay calm, cool, and collected at the plate, think about the things you can control, the process, okay? So it goes right along with routines, the previous tip. Have the same routine, and then think about, hey, I can't control hitting a home run here, but what I can control, I can have great plate discipline. I'm not gonna chase bad pitches. I'm only gonna swing at good pitches, and I'm gonna take a good, hard, aggressive swing at those good pitches. I'm gonna have a yes, yes, no mentality. If I fail, right, if I watch a strike go by, or if I miss my pitch, if I foul off a pitch that I should have crushed, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just focus on the process. I'm gonna wipe the batter's box clean. I'm gonna forget about that pitch because it's over with, and I'm gonna move on to the next pitch, right? These are all things that you can control. This is the process, so think about that. Don't think about the outcome, the end result, because that's just gonna get you brain heavy and you're thinking about the wrong things. Bring it back, focus on, what can I control? What do I have control over? Focus on that. That'll help you stay calm, and it'll help you perform better, and you'll have a higher likelihood of actually achieving that outcome that you're really after anyways. And the last tip for today's video, this one might be the most important tip, and I actually hinted at it in the previous tip, but this one, it's so big. Play in the present moment, all right? Play in the present moment. Play this particular pitch, because really the present is all we have control over, okay? If there's a fastball that's right over the middle of the plate and you should have crushed it, but you didn't, if you fouled it off, or you swung and missed, or you just let it go by, right? Accept the fact that, hey, that's a strike. That's done and over with. That's in the past. I can't change that. So quit stepping in the second pitch of your at bat, and the third pitch, the fourth pitch, and still thinking about the first pitch, right? That pitch is done and over with. Focus on this pitch. All right, it's a ball outside. Now it's a 1-1 count. Boom. Well, that's over too. Step in that third pitch. Be ready to go. Play this particular pitch. Play this at bat. Don't be thinking in your third at bat. Don't be thinking about the ground out you had in your first at bat. It's done and over with. Forget about the past because it's over. You can't change it. And forget about the future. Forget about, oh, I have to get 4 hits today. Well, guess what? You can't get 4 hits until you get 1 hit, right? You can't even get 2 hits until you get 1 hit. So focus on 1 hit first. How do you get 1 hit? You got to focus on each individual pitch, and all it takes is 1 good swing on one of those pitches. So get 1 hit first, then get 2, then get 3, then get 4, okay? So, play in this moment, not in the past, not in the future, not worried about stats or results or anything like that. Play in the present. That's going to make all the difference, all right? So hopefully you enjoyed these tips. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel. We're coming out with brand new baseball videos every single week, and I don't want you to miss them. So subscribe, turn your notifications on. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time.